because testimony starts and ends with paying attention. So here's where you can pay attention. Here's where you can pay attention. Where are you locating God? That's the acronym. Where are you locating God? Is there a lesson that he's been trying to teach you? Like you work so hard, and then you crash. And then you try to heal up for a little bit, and then you work so hard, and you crash. Maybe the lesson is God's telling you to ease back a little bit. And that's the way God shows up. It's a lesson that he teaches with your life. What's a lesson God's teaching? Say lesson. Lesson. What's an opportunity that God is giving to you? Someone that you haven't talked to for years, out of the blue, calls you up, and the last time you talked, it was a little awkward, and they say, hey, I'd love to get together. I know it's been a while, but would you be willing to meet? And this person had actually been on your heart for a little while, and you're like, wow, the door has just opened. That's God who opens those doors, by the way. That's an opportunity. Lesson. Opportunity. Say opportunity. We're locating God. Lesson. Opportunity. What's a challenge? What is a challenge that you're facing? Like you just can't get through to your boss. You're talking with your boss about some structural changes that need to happen at work. You just can't get through. And you've tried raising your voice, and you've tried emails, and and it's not working. That's a real challenge. And in those challenging times, you say, God, what's next? I've tried these things. I've tried my ways. What's your way? By the way, that could be a challenge you have with a spouse or a kid, too. What's a challenge? You say challenge? So we're locating God. Lesson, opportunity, challenge, answer. What's something you've been praying for? Maybe it was like a little thing. Man, God, I pray that I make it through, literally, today, this sermon without coughing the whole time. I don't know if someone else is praying for me about that, but I am shocked that I haven't been like in coughing fits. I could barely read the scripture before we sang, and I haven't coughed yet. It's amazing that God has answered that little prayer. What's a big prayer you've been praying? It's a big prayer, and God has answered it. And sometimes the answer is no, and you've just had to accept it. But God shows up in the answers to prayers. So answer. Say answer. We're locating God. Lesson, opportunity, challenge, answer. Teaching. What's the last time you opened up the Bible and a particular verse just it hits you here? You got to talk about that. Share it on social media. Talk around the table with someone. Let somebody know. Share it in a testimony in the next couple of months. It could have been a lesson through a sermon. It could have been through a class. It could have been through a Bible study you're part of. But a specific teaching from the scriptures where it's like, wow, God is speaking to me. Say teaching. And then the last one's echo. Echo. We want to pay attention to these kind of things. What's an echo? What's an echo? What's something that keeps showing up in your life? It keeps showing up in your life. And maybe a couple weeks ago, you saw a random meme about self-control. And you were like, yeah, I know, I need to get more self-control in my life. And then you opened up the YouVersion Bible app, and the verse of the day was like, he did not give us a spirit of this and this, but one of self-control. And then someone that you love, your spouse maybe, said, you really need to work on your... Okay, there's the echo, right? It's a theme that just keeps popping up. You weren't looking for it. It just keeps showing up. And God uses those echoes all the time. Echo. That's how you locate God. And when you pay attention to those things, lesson, opportunity, challenge, answers, teachings, echoes, you have something to talk about. God is showing up in your life. And here's the beauty. The testimony is not about you. It's never about you. See, you're locating God in your life so you can give attention or direct attention to God being at work in the world.